What is going on, guys? Today we're gonna be working on this 2016 Jeep Compass, and we're gonna be replacing the cluster. Now, to do that, we're gonna have to remove those. We're gonna be starting by removing these two pillars on the side. I have removed this one. So as you can see, it has a lot of aftermarket, like the radio, and we have some speakers that come with it. So this is aftermarket. So this one was already missing a screw, so I just took out this piece here, and it didn't have a screw, so I just pulled it out. So we have to disconnect those speakers, and if you, they don't come with this, so you probably won't have them, so you don't have to worry about that. And then now, after removing those two pillars, we have access, and we can remove the defroster piece here. That's where we're gonna have all of the screws holding the dash. So let's go ahead and start. After that, we're gonna remove the radio, which again, it just come off because it doesn't have any of the clips. But we still have some screws underneath. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get started. Okay, now we can remove the defroster piece. There's a connector here we have to remove. Okay, now let's go ahead and disconnect the radio and the AC controls, which I don't know if this works, because look at all the mess that they had here, and it's not even connected. It has just one connector and the antenna, and this one here, but I believe this one wasn't even connected. So let's go ahead and disconnect this. If you still have the original, you probably won't have all of this mess. Maybe just a few connectors, but that's it, not all of these wires. And now on the bottom we have the AC connectors. We have two. We have a green and a gray. Okay, so we have to remove these two covers, one on each side, because there are some screws behind it, and these two. Okay, but before we do that, we're gonna remove the glove box. You're gonna need both hands to push these two pieces. So you push these two pieces together, and then you pull it all the way down. And I think you can pull it, yeah, you can pull it out if you want. I think I'm gonna do that. So as you see, we have one hook here, one hook here, which they are facing the same direction, and this one is facing the opposite direction. So we have to move this one up, this one down, and then this one up again. Okay, so before we move to that side, I'm gonna go ahead and remove all of the screws. You can either use a Phillips screwdriver, or I believe this is an 8mm. You can use a 8mm socket. You kind of have to look all around here right here, and then here we have to go all the way across. Here I think we have only this. Oh, we have one more here, and obviously over here, and then right over here we have one here. We have two 10mm bolts or 10mm nuts, and also we have to disconnect the airbag, the passenger airbag. So I should have said it before we started. Make sure that you disconnect your battery before you start taking anything apart, so you won't have any issues with the airbags, radio, or anything. Okay, so it was a 7mm, not an 8. It's a 7. Okay, so to disconnect the airbag, you'll have to pull those two red tabs down, and then you'll be able to disconnect it. And they are different colors, so you won't be mismatch them. Okay, now that we have removed all of the screws from this side of the dash, we have some clips underneath, and we're just gonna pull slightly up. And then from over here we have like a guide. Same thing. Okay, so now we're gonna move to the other side. Pretty sure all of the screws we have taken care of, probably just around here, and some of the screws I didn't even needed to remove, like this right here. These screws I didn't even needed to remove, not even these two. You know, but it's okay. That's why I'm doing this, so you won't have to do the same mistakes. Okay, so now let's go ahead and move to the other side. Okay guys, and now we have access to your instrument cluster, which we have 4 screws, one on each side. We can pull it apart and disconnect the connectors. We have 4 connectors, and which they are different, so you don't have to worry about which one goes where. So you have 2 on this side, and then you have 2 on the other side. Once you remove it, you can go ahead and put the new one, Just go ahead and connect it, put the screws back, and you're good to go. If you need to get access to your passenger airbag for any reason that you want to change it, maybe it's not, maybe you have the airbag light on or anything, because I'm assuming if you want to replace the airbag, if it's deployed, then you're gonna have to replace your whole dash. But anyway, if you want to use the airbag, so you're gonna have to unbend this clips are holding it. So you unbend it, you have 5 on this side. I believe you have another, I think you have more on this side. So once you take those off, the airbag will come out, and then you can put the new one and you can bend it back. Okay guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the dash bag along with the airbag. So I guess the most difficult part to getting out and putting it back in is gonna be those bolts. That is gonna be this is gonna be on their way, so we're gonna have to, I guess, pull it or push this down in order for them to go back. So I tried to clean it a little bit, the most I could. So I'm still gonna have to clean the windshield, but anyway, so let's go ahead and put it back. I don't know if I mentioned it, but because I was watching another video and guy said that you have to take these bolts, but you don't have to take these bolts. These 2 bolts on the side, and then there's 1 here, 3 here, 1 more here, and I don't know about the other side. I don't know if I removed these 2 from the other side. But anyway, so let's go ahead and put it back. And I'm missing 1 of the vents. I don't know if it's down there somewhere. I don't know if it's somewhere here, but if not, I'm gonna have to get it, because they replace the radio. Hopefully the radio works. I don't know if it's like the other one that I did on my Mitsubishi. I'm gonna put a video right here where I switch it over and I connected the backup camera. I don't see a label on any of the wires, but I'm gonna leave that for later. So first I'm gonna go ahead and put a dash back, the defroster cover, and I think the pillars covers. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. But you need 2 hands, but you get the idea. So once you get these 2 bolts from this bracket on the other side, you'll be good to go. bolts, they're almost aligned. They're almost aligned, so we only have to push it a little bit. Gonna wiggle it, move it to this side, push it back. There we go. Okay. So now we're gonna go ahead and connect our airbag. Then we're gonna do the nut and all of the rest of the screws. Okay, we gotta connect it, and then we gotta put all the clips. So obviously you only need to take these two screws, and you don't need to take this apart. Well, no, I don't think you have to. You don't have to take this apart. Now, something I didn't notice, it was this cord that is broken. Now you might have to remove it before you take your glove box away. Let me see where it connects. Okay, so I think it goes here. So you just unclip it. That way you don't break it. Okay, well, before we do that, we're gonna do the 10mm nut. One from here. Okay, now remember you'll have two facing one way, and the middle one is facing a different way. I just have to push these two ends together. That's it. I haven't. This USB from the aftermarket radio, you probably won't have this. Let me fix it. Guys, I almost forgot about the screws that goes in between. So I have them lined up, I just need to tie them up. Okay guys, so I just connected everything from the radio, which I have the aftermarket, and the AC, which this one doesn't have anything, but still I need to connect it, and this one, and that should be it. I still gotta get this one, but that's pretty much it, guys. There you have it. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you on the next video.